In the heart of Mumbai, where skyscrapers touch the clouds and dreams rise higher than the sea waves, one man stood as a symbol of integrity, kindness, and vision, Ratan Tata. His life was not just about business or profit. It was about purpose, passion, and people. Early life. A boy with a silent dream. Ratan Tata was born on December 28, 1937, into one of India's most respected families, the Tata family. But despite the name and privilege, his childhood wasn't a fairy tale. When Ratan was just 10 years old, his parents separated. That left a deep impact on the young boy. He and his younger brother Jimmy were raised by their grandmother, Lady Navadbai Tata, at the Tata Palace. She taught him humility, discipline, and the value of compassion. Even though he was part of one of India's richest families, Ratan learned early that character is more important than money. He once said, "Ups and downs in life are very important to keep us going, because a straight line, even in an ECG, means we are not alive." That philosophy would guide him through all the storms of his life. Education and early career. Ratan Tata studied architecture at Cornell University in the United States. He loved designing and creating, not just buildings, but ideas. Later, he went to Harvard Business School, where he learned the power of leadership and innovation. When he returned to India in the early 1960s, everyone expected him to join the Tata Group in a big position. But Ratan Tata didn't want a comfortable chair. He wanted to understand work from the ground up. So, he joined Tata Steel, not as a director but as a worker. He worked on the shop floor, sweating with the laborers, learning how steel was made and what the workers went through. He ate with them, talked with them, and gained their respect, not because of his name, but because of his humility. That experience shaped his leadership forever. The turning point, becoming the leader. In 1991, J.R.D. Tata, the legendary head of the Tata Group, retired. The responsibility of leading the vast empire, with over 100 companies, fell on Ratan Tata's shoulders. Many doubted him. They thought he was too gentle, too idealistic, and not tough enough for the corporate world. But Ratan Tata had something most leaders lacked: vision with values. When he took over, the Tata Group was a collection of independent companies, each doing its own thing. There was little unity or direction. Ratan wanted to change that. He wanted to make Tata a global brand, known not just for its products, but for its principles. And so began his journey to transform the Tata Group. Reforming the Tata Empire. Ratan Tata made bold moves. He reorganized the group, set strict ethical standards, and focused on innovation. He encouraged teamwork and modernized the company's image. Many senior executives resisted. They thought the old ways worked fine. But Ratan Tata stood firm. Slowly, his patience and clarity began to pay off. He led Tata Motors, Tata Steel, and Tata Consultancy Services into a new era. Under his leadership, the Tata Group entered industries like IT, automobiles, telecommunications, and hospitality, and soon became one of the most respected conglomerates in the world. But his leadership was never about profit alone. It was about making India proud. The dream of the common man. The Tata Nano story. In 2003, Ratan Tata saw a family of 4 riding a scooter in the rain, a father driving, the mother holding a small child, and another child squeezed in between. That sight deeply touched him. He thought, there must be a safer way for families like them to travel. That thought became a dream: to create the world's cheapest car that every middle-class Indian family could afford. The world laughed at him. Critics said it was impossible. Even automobile experts mocked the idea. But Ratan Tata believed in it with all his heart. After years of hard work and innovation, in 2008, the Tata Nano was born, priced at just 1 lakh rupees, about $2,000. It wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of hope and innovation. Though the Nano didn't achieve huge commercial success, it proves something far greater, that Ratan Tata cared about the dreams of ordinary people. He once said, "I don't believe in taking the right decisions. I take decisions and then make them right." The Chorus and Jaguar Land Rover acquisitions. Ratan Tata's true test came when he took Indian business global. In 2007, Tata Steel acquired Chorus, a major European steel giant, for $12 billion, the largest ever acquisition by an Indian company at the time. It made Tata Steel one of the top steel producers in the world. A year later, Tata Motors made another historic move, acquiring the iconic British brands Jaguar and Land Rover, JLR, from Ford for $2.3 billion. Many thought it was a mistake. Analysts said Tata Motors would never manage such luxury brands. But within a few years, Ratan Tata's strategy turned JLR into a massive success. The profits soared, and the world began to see India differently. It was no longer the land of cheap labor, but the land of visionary leadership. The heart of gold, humanity. First, beyond business, Ratan Tata's true greatness lies in his humanity. He never married, but his love for people was endless. He devoted much of his time and wealth to philanthropy. Over 65% of the Tata Group's profits go to charitable trusts that support education, healthcare, and rural development. When the 26th of November, Mumbai terror attacks happened in 2008, Ratan Tata personally visited every victim's family, from the grand hotels to the smallest hospital beds. He gave financial support to the families of the victims, including those of police officers and taxi drivers. He made sure that everyone affected, employees, guests, even roadside vendors, received help. He didn't announce it publicly or seek attention. He simply did it because it was the right thing to do. That's who Ratan Tata is, a billionaire with the heart of a saint. Leadership lessons. Ratan Tata's leadership is built on a few timeless principles. Integrity above all. He refused to compromise on ethics, even when it meant losing business deals. Empathy in leadership. He believed that a company's strength lies in how it treats its people. Courage to dream. He never feared taking risks, as long as the dream served a higher purpose. Modesty and kindness. Despite his fame, he remains humble, driving himself around and talking to everyone with respect. When asked what success meant to him, Ratan Tata said, "None can destroy iron, but its own rust can." Likewise, none can destroy a person, but his own mindset can. His words continue to inspire millions to stay strong and believe in themselves. Retirement and legacy. Ratan Tata retired as chairman of the Tata Group in 2012. But his influence didn't end there. He continues to guide young entrepreneurs through Tata Trusts and invests in startups that aim to make India a better place. From Ola to Paytm, many successful Indian startups have Ratan Tata's support. But he doesn't just invest money. He invests faith and guidance. Even today, he lives a simple life. He has no children, no luxury mansion abroad, and no obsession with wealth. What he has is respect, earned through decades of honesty, compassion, and vision. A true Indian legend. Ratan Tata's life is not just a story of a businessman, it's a story of a dreamer, a doer, and a gentleman. He once said, "I will certainly not join politics, but I will always do everything I can to make India shine." And indeed, he did. Under his leadership, the Tata Group grew over 50 times, expanded to over 100 countries, and became a symbol of trust and integrity across the globe. But beyond the numbers and achievements, his legacy is built on values. He taught the world that true success is not measured by profit margins, but by the difference you make in people's lives. Conclusion. The man, the message. Ratan Tata's story reminds us that greatness is not born out of privilege. It is earned through perseverance, empathy, and courage. He started as a boy who faced family challenges, but rose to become a man who changed the face of Indian business. He proved that you can be successful without being ruthless, powerful without being proud, and rich without being arrogant. Ratan Tata stands as a beacon of hope, a man who used his wealth not to build palaces, but to build people. In a world where power often overshadows kindness, Ratan Tata's life whispers a timeless truth. If you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together. And that, truly, is the essence of Ratan Tata, a man who walked far, carrying an entire nation's dreams with him.